The first time I realized I might be wrong, it wasn't because my husband raised his voice. It was because he didn't. Dinner that night was supposed to be easy. My best friend Lila and her husband were coming over. We'd all known each other for years. Lila and I had that effortless rhythm, private jokes, overlapping sentences, the kind of closeness that fills a room. I had always believed Kareem found it charming. Lately, though, he'd been quieter when she was around. Not rude, not cold, just reserved. I decided it was jealousy, not the dangerous kind. The harmless, slightly flattering kind. The kind wives tease their husbands about to prove how secure everyone is. So I teased him. When Lila complimented Kareem's cooking, I laughed. "Careful," I said. "She might steal you. She already steals all my time." Everyone smiled. Kareem smiled too, but his didn't reach his eyes. He redirected the conversation to neutral territory. Work, travel, anything impersonal. Something in me wanted to push, to prove he had nothing to worry about. When Lila leaned across me to show him something on her phone, I leaned back dramatically. "Look at this," I joked. "I'm the third wheel in my own marriage." Another round of laughter. Kareem placed his fork down carefully. Not abruptly. Just precisely. That should have been my first warning. The rest of dinner passed smoothly on the surface. No visible tension. But I felt him receding in small, almost polite increments. He didn't reach for my hand when I passed behind his chair. He didn't counter my playful remarks. He simply grew quieter. After our guests left, I expected irritation. Maybe a brief argument. I was ready to roll my eyes and say, "You know I'm joking, right?" Instead, he began clearing the table, silently. In the kitchen, I tried to keep the mood light. "You survived," I said. "No one ran off with anyone." He dried his hands before answering. I wasn't jealous. The calm in his voice unsettled me. "Then what?" I asked. He looked at me steadily. "I don't like being turned into a punchline." I almost laughed it off. It was harmless. "Not to me," he replied. "No anger, no sarcasm, just clarity. Every joke positioned me as insecure, or replaceable, or threatened." "That's dramatic," I said, though my voice had softened. "No," he said. "It's accurate." He leaned against the counter, composed. "I don't mind your friendship. I don't mind humor. But when our marriage becomes entertainment, especially in front of people who don't fully understand our boundaries, it changes how we're seen." I felt defensive. "You're overthinking it." "I'm protecting it," he answered. Protecting. He told me that earlier that week, Lila's husband had approached him about a joint business investment. Kareem had declined. "I don't mix business with friendships that feel layered," he said. Layered. I sensed blurred lines. "Not between you and anyone else," he clarified. "But in how things are presented, jokes about jealousy or replacement may seem light, but they plant narratives. I won't allow anyone to think my marriage is negotiable, even casually." That was the moment control shifted. Not through dominance, but through restraint. While I had been performing security, he had been quietly maintaining boundaries. "You could have told me," I said. "I'm telling you now." No threat, no ultimatum. Just a boundary laid gently but firmly. "I won't compete for respect in my own home," he added. "If that dynamic continues, I'll remove myself from those situations." Not punishment, not drama. Just decision. That night, lying beside him, I replayed my laughter in my head. It sounded different now, less playful, more careless. I had mistaken tolerance for proof of love. I had assumed security meant he would absorb anything without consequence. Intent, I realized, doesn't cancel impact. The next time we met Lila and her husband, I was deliberate. I didn't exaggerate closeness. I didn't narrate my marriage for entertainment. I spoke with warmth, but without turning him into a character. No one else noticed the shift, but Kareem did. He met my eyes once across the table. Not with approval, not with relief. Just acknowledgement. There was no dramatic reconciliation, no sweeping apology scene. Just a quiet recalibration. I had thought jealousy was the issue. It wasn't jealousy. It was respect, and learning the difference changed the way I understood love. Not as something that endures public carelessness, but as something both people are responsible for protecting.